Hi Libra, welcome to my channel, Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. Great to meet you, or great to see you if you've already been here. This is your February 2022 tarot reading. I am privileged and honored to, do we already have a message? To get to read your cards for you. Four of Cups flew out. I'm just gonna take her out of there. We'll keep that in mind. Where was I? I'm thrilled and honored and privileged to get to read your cards for you this month and see what messages await you. This is good for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I encourage you to look at your other placements because this is just one piece of the complex, unique, beautiful puzzle that you are. And whatever resonates is what's meant for you. What doesn't is meant for someone else, so don't take that personally. So I'm going to take a moment and call in spirit, call in your masters, your guides, because energy transcends space and time. So they all knew you would be part of this intended collective. You are part of this intended collective. What are the messages for Libra for February? What are the messages for Libra for February? The World. Libra. The Hanged Man. Four of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, Libra, this is really interesting. So many of you are in a place right now where something is coming full circle. Something is reaching its natural ending, like as surely as the world turns, the globe comes full revolution. It's like this is an undeniable ending. It's natural. Something's just like it's run its course. It's done. We're Monopoly metaphor. We're passing go again. Collect $200, hopefully. The thing about this is, while you are experiencing a sense of closure and ending, often, let's say, with that kind of natural revolution, when that happens, like, the world keeps spinning. The next chapter automatically begins. The new beginning automatically begins, like as surely as the ending ends. But your obstacle here is that actually your new beginning is starting with like a waiting period. Like it's almost like your hands are tied as you reach this closure. As something ends, it's like there's no new action for me to take. There's no new like first step that's obvious to me as I start this new beginning, and that feels almost like unnatural. It's like, again, because like the world turns, it comes full circle, and then it just keeps moving. It passes that start and end point like automatically. So the fact that your greatest obstacle really to this ending, to this closure, is the certainty of a waiting period after that closure, of like kind of like emptiness, like waiting in limbo until the next beginning until the beginning begins, or it feels like that beginning begins. That's really hard to sit with. It's hard to like accept that and reconcile that, because it almost makes you want to hold on to the ending. Like, I don't want that thing to end. I don't want that closure, because I know that there's this period of limbo that follows that. There's this period of uncertainty and waiting that follows that. So it's like trying to stop the world from turning. Like, let me hold on to that thing in the past that's like inevitably going to end, just so that I can avoid this period of waiting and feeling like my world is turned upside down, and I am like, my hands are tied and there's literally nothing I can do but wait and be still and uncomfortable in this uncertainty. That is so hard to reckon with. I mean, truly, we all struggle with this at different times, being comfortable with that uncertainty. The thing about the Hanged Man is there's always enlightenment. Enlightenment. Wow, why did I say that? Enlightenment. Is that a Freudian slip? It makes me think maybe there's an unlearning that's happening for you, Libra. Needless to say, there is an enlightening that happens here, and it requires this waiting time. This kind of like light bulb going off can't happen for you unless you are hanging from this uncertain place, like hanging in the dark here. It can't happen without you being like having the world turned on its head, because your world turning upside down makes you see everything with a new perspective, and it's only from that perspective that you learn what you need to learn for your new beginning. So even this is inevitable, the same way that the world, the same way that, this closure, this ending is inevitable, as certain as the world turns. Your waiting time is inevitable too. This incubation time is inevitable, because the new beginning can't start unless you wait. So the more you put off the waiting time is going to happen no matter what. The more you put that off, the more you just put off the new beginning. It's like you extend the waiting time by trying to resist it. So don't resist it. I mean, to have this Four of Pentacles as being the advice here, it's talk about attachment, talk about letting go. What you are letting go of in this time is the ending, like the thing that is ending. The advice here is to understand that that thing that is ending keeps your world small. That thing that is ending keeps you so focused on the micro, to the degree that you can't even see the wide potential of possibilities for you. You have no bird's eye view of what your world truly can be, because you're looking at the world through a microscope when you feel super attached, white knuckling this thing that's ending no matter what. There's an entire universe outside of you. This thing that's ending, the closure that you will get from that is liberating. It is expansive. It's expanding you. It pushes you beyond the current version of yourself. It's really hard. It's extra hard for you to, I think, even consider the possibility of this, because we had the Four of Cups fly out when I was shuffling, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten about her. It's extra hard for you to accept the possibility that there's an entire world of new potential that awaits you, because you're kind of disillusioned and disenchanted by life, especially by the things that you thought would fulfill you. So you've been given so many cups in life that you're like, I know what's in this cup. I know this is going to fulfill me. I know this is going to satiate my thirst. And then it doesn't. And you're like, what? Like, I'm so disillusioned. I'm bored with what I'm being given. No matter how magical that opportunity arrives at your doorstep, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, or it's become a self-fulfilling prophecy because your disenchantment has led you to having really rigid expectations of what comes your way. And that's such a tough trap to be into, especially when that's linked with this Four of Pentacles, like an inability to let go. Because the thing that you're unable to let go of, the thing you're unable to like unattach from, is the thing that's disappointing you. It's like the thing that is not enchanting you, not exciting you. So the biggest piece of advice I can say is to yield those expectations, to turn over those expectations, to let go of anything that you use to define yourself, especially if this thing that is ending is something that you have like rested on, that you've depended on to define you. That is even more reason to allow it to end, because that definition is limiting you. That definition is keeping you small in some way. It's also limiting your expectation of what's possible for you. Libra, this is cool. I'm so curious to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life. So please tell me in the comments. I love to connect with you. If you got some value out of this reading, I would love to invite you to give back in some way, to help support this work and help me do this work even better. You can do that by checking out the link below to my Patreon and supporting me for just a few dollars a month. It also will get you access to a bunch of extra goodies and bonuses. For those of you who are interested in discounted personal readings every month, there's some cool opportunities for that on Patreon too, so please check it out. If you're unable to support in that way, please, I implore you to share this channel, share it on social media, post about it, send it to friends or loved ones who need some support right now, or are simply just interested in witchy, introspective work. Subscribe, like, check out your other placements for this month. All of that really means so very much to me. So I thank you in advance. And as always, I am rooting for you. I love you very much, and I'll see you next time.